Happy New Year, Biscuit.
Yeah, boys. How you doing?
Yeah.
I would have said that you were obviously very busy yesterday, Michael, but you must have taken a lot longer than a day to write that lot this morning.
Actually,
Hey, Vicky, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. All the best.
No, I didn't. I just dictated, Biscuit. I don't write it anymore.
Oh, very good.
Yep, Happy New Year.
And you two boys?
Oh,
So Shep was busy typing then.
no, I don't bother typing anymore.
Well,
It's too
you
once they get to learn your voice, you can say just about anything and they write it out for you pretty well.
All right.
No. You sort of said it all, didn't you?
That's probably missed. There's loads. When you start,
There's loads more.
stuff comes into your brain, you can't stop. Like
Yeah. Just don't start dictating when you've had a couple of glasses of wine.
Couple of what?
Couple of glasses of wine.
Yeah. Well, no, I actually, I won't bring it out now. They do these Sharon goes to party 7. I said, don't tell them that. It gives your age away. So it's like eight pints in one big can of Gower Gold.
Yeah.
20 quid, I think. So I thought, well, that's pretty good value, really, but sort of just over 2 quid a pint, really.
You're going to drink it all in one go then, no, Mike?
Yeah, you have. Well, no, it lasts a couple of days because you put a seal on the top so it keeps the gas in. So it's not like the old one.
I seem to remember the party 7s we had were just open them with a psst, come sir, like that.
That's right, yeah.
Psst, the other side, psst. And then you had to drink it all to go flat and it'd be awful the next day.
Yeah. It's the first time I had one of these, but there's a little valve on the top and you open it that leaves air out slowly. And you pull out a tap at the bottom and turn that, and it just pours out from the bottom. So it's really, really good.
More
A bit like
a
white box of wine, really.
I've never been a fan of real ale, and they had a promotion at the club. Well, last year now, but some promotion. I can't remember whether it was Gower Gold. It was one of the Gower bitters, and they had some promotion on it where it was a bit cheaper than it should have been. So me and my mate, and he drinks bitter, and but I still drink lager, and I said, should we give it a go? And he said, yeah, go on then. So I had it, but I drank it, but I can't say I enjoyed it. I don't like beers that are room temperature and all this stuff. Same as wine. I don't like wine that's room temperature, but there we are. That's just me.
I'm saying I can't stand everything cold. I don't mind a cold lager or a cold beer, but I hate that everything's cold. I mean, like Guinness is cold. Guinness should never be cold in my view.
No, that's the way I prefer it.
Cold wine.
Red wine shouldn't be cold. I know you drink
wine should be room temperature.
Yeah.
Alien attack.
Sorry, I gotta get this. Hello?
Yeah, red wine should be room temperature. Man in black. Hey, Sam, Happy New Year.
How are you, Carl? And all? Happy New Year.
Is this a
You in the garden, Sam?
new effect you're going for, or have you just been cut off from electric?
No. Hang about. I'm adjusting my illuminations here.
Ooh.
You're saving on electricity.
Yeah.
I'm trying different options here. Let's get the screen down a bit for starters.
Putting the light on's a good one.
Yeah, this is the light, right? This is the light. I got the light here. Moody.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, Dave, you've
Yes.
got your own Facebook page now.
Oh, Vicky's put me on, yeah. Yeah, I wondered if it was a bogus
I've joined the modern
request.
world.
Yeah. So I put your name onto the Silver Surfers messagery page.
Oh, right,
Now, if
okay.
you want to contact us, you can go direct through that
Oh, yeah.
if you want.
Okay, great.
I can read what's going on. No, I normally just read Vicky's because she's but no, she's put me on, so
You could actually put a photo in it as well, you know, of yourself.
okay.
You could do, but it's
All right.
just a suggestion, you know.
Oh, okay. I will.
No, but it's easier. You can see who you are then, because when it's just DF, think, is this really Dave or is this
that's
scam?
right.
You know?
Yeah, so many people have been shocked. They've rung up to see if it's for real. Yeah.
Well, I had to check it out. I had to check it out first before I opened it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally, when you get those, I normally go then to that person's page.
Yeah.
And it says, you're friends already. So then I think, scam job. So send him a private message. Have you been scammed? But then I had the nerve. Somebody came back, said, yeah, it is me. It's okay. It was the scammer.
Yeah. Well, the one to do their scam. Sorry, Sam. Whoops. They what am I talking about now? Yeah. What to do when you get that, Sam, is to send them a note. Give
him along, you mean?
Information, you know. Oh, do you remember the time we were down in Kilgetty? Remember that time, yeah? And you're gonna come back. Oh yeah, it was fantastic, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, you know, it's fine.
Yeah, I know. But you're tempted to sort of, once you realise it, and they say, "Oh yeah, it is me. Everything's okay," and you feel like saying, "No, it's not you. Fuck off."
Yeah.
Oh,
but then that's just like playing in. What is it that they gain then? Is it sort of linked to some sort of advertising or something?
I had one or two on, so I played them on a bit. I said, "Oh yeah, how's it going? Great to hear from you. You know, nice." They come back then with, "Hey, did you hear about the latest grant you can get?"
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
that's the one.
Yeah.
You know, it's coming straight away. But yeah, no, I didn't. Oh well, no, tell me all. I just play.
Take about half an hour to tell me.
Yeah, just play them on and on and on. Just say, look, mate, you're a fucking scammer. Get off.
Yeah.
My dad does that with the telephone callers.
Yeah.
There's nothing better to do. He just keeps chatting away.
Yeah, they love it.
You can go for as long as possible.
Yeah. I like getting the last one I had. She was actually phoning from Tunisia, and she had a bit of an accent, to say the least. And she was called Cecile. And she said, I said, where are you really telephoning from? I know you're not telephoning from Paris. So, Tunisia. I said, oh, wow, it's really great beaches there. And then we started talking about beaches. It's like, yeah, I'm a surfer, you know, I'd have to go. I don't think there's any waves in Tunisia. So she's going on and on and on. I said, look, why did I come to Tunisia to see you? So I started trying to pull her, like, you know, and she it was so funny in the end. It's just so far off the subject.
What is it that when you get these requests, and you obviously get them from people far and wide across the world, and I'm not sure if it's fishing or whatever, and why do they want to build up a roster of friends, or what are they hoping that they're fishing?
No, they're hoping they're going to tell you about this wonderful wonderful deal that they've been given from the government that you don't know about. So
that's right.
So then you can send off, but via them to get it by sending them a check or something like that.
Yeah.
And they'll do it for you, sort of thing, you know.
So that's why they post, particularly they'll say they're girls. So it usually comes up with a glam picture of this person to sort of hook you in, to sort of say, oh yeah, you know. I often sort of think about sort of you know, an angle on immigration and sort of getting a friend in the country they want to get into or something, you know.
I think it's more like you become
number
cool that they are the person you think they are. So that when they send you the scam, you think it's this person that you've known for years, but it's not.
Yeah.
And you think it's genuine because it's one of your mates.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to be real dull to fucking think that, haven't you? Because all you got to do is ask one or two questions.
Well,
Yeah.
there's thousands of people fall for it.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
So I like, it's like some people, all they ever do on Facebook is they never actually type a word, do they? They just share
Other
crap from
people's
other
stuff.
groups or whatever. And funnily enough, Marian's friend, who I hope she won't realise, she probably doesn't listen to these, but
Careful, Biscuit.
she's forever doing it.
Spoiler
right?
alert.
And she gets more scams than anybody I know.
Yeah.
I've said to her, it's probably because you responding to all this crap all the time.
It's
Oh, you think it is? But following day, she's doing it again.
it's like the ones that come up on Facebook and say, "What kind of person are you?" Tap here to find out. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And those are just giving your information away to everybody. You know. That,
But what about the one which it's raised its head now again, and a few people that I'm friendly with, you know, this business about, you know, put your finger on this post, copy it to your own page, so that you see your friends more than adverts, and that's been going around ever since I've been on Facebook.
That's a scam.
The funny thing is, if I can just come in on that one, I just looked back on some of my stuff, and every now and then they send you a little, oh, this happened 2 years ago, whatever. So I look back on supposedly a post I'd sent off a year or two ago, and it looked like I'd written it, because some of its terminology was my kind of speak. So I scrolled down it, and I thought, I don't think I actually would have said that. And I scrolled down the whole thing, and I thought, no, that's not me. Exactly as you were saying, Biscuit. It's that whole thing of, oh, do this. And in the replies to that thing that I supposedly had sent out, there were about 7 or 8 replies saying to me, oh, it's a scam, Sam. Or some people were saying, well, I tried it, but my finger doesn't work and whatever.
Yeah.
I can't figure out how it went up looking like it was from me, because some of the content was sounding like what I would write, but then the rest of it wasn't, you know.
Yeah.
But I know that's the things you mean. Yeah.
But isn't that when you just paste in the screen, aren't you?
When you just what?
Put your finger here, and all you're doing is copying the screen and putting this somewhere else.
You just copy in the text and then load it on your own page.
Yeah, so that sends out to all your friends.
Yeah,
then sends a link to everybody on your Facebook.
But why is that going to
some spamming bloody message?
Yeah, why is that going to update the algorithms?
It's not, is it?
It's just to get your information and your friends' information, and so they can post on to them.
Yeah, but
there we are. I tell you what, I just opened up my mobile now, literally gone to Facebook, and I think most of you know Sally, who's had a bit of a bad health over the last year or two. Sally Lewis. Sally Four Eyes used to call her.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just got a post up 18 minutes ago to regain fans in your newsfeed and get rid of that. So somebody has actually put it up on her page.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's one of her friends has sent it, and now she's copied it and sent it to all her friends, and then whoever the scammer is hopes that you'll do what she's asking, put your finger on it, copy it, and send it to all your friends. And
what does that do then? What do they gain?
They sell it all on to agencies. They sell all the addresses onto agencies. You then get these bloody adverts coming up on your phone all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Facebook. Sometimes when you used to get on landlines, you would get your phone ring. Yeah. And you pick it up, and there'd be nobody there. And that's just somebody checking, this line is live, tick a box, send it off to an agency, isn't it, you know?
Well, the other thing is they dial about 10 numbers at once. And 10 numbers will ring, and whoever rings first, they speak to them, and you pick your phone and we go, oh, bollocks.
Yeah.
Another caller trying to flog you something.
On Facebook, what is it something like 2,000? Is it people you can post to at the same time, I think? if they're all in your list, I think you can post 2,000 messages at a time. So basically, 1 a second, they can probably throw out to 2,000 names.
It's a lot easier. That's why they do it, because it's a lot easier to pick someone else to do it for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
They start spreading the numbers around.
Mm. Yeah.
And another thing on that, the algorithms or whatever, somebody had put like this time of the year, everybody's putting up general Happy New Year messages. And this one guy I know, he sort of said, sort of hoping that, was it maybe a quarter of you will actually get this message, because due to the way it works, you only get, and somebody replied and he said, yes, it's the Facebook logarithms. And I thought, no, that's maths, isn't it? it's algorithms, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't.
I think Con will probably know this better than the rest of you. But of course, with Facebook, when you have so many hits as well, like music, you can suddenly be in with a chance of getting paid money. Then, you need what? Hits. Well, then they can sell you a page. Then they can put an advert on the bottom of it. So, say Con does a music video, and he gets 40,000, 50,000 hits. They can suddenly put an advert on the bottom of that, and you get paid per reply to that advert on your site.
Yeah.
So the more names they can get on there to them, they can send it out to lots of people, so they can advertise whatever product they get and make money from the fact they're just advertising the product.
Yeah, but to get monetized, Mike, you got to have at least 1,000 for subscribers.
Yeah, and but they can do that. That's YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
But on Facebook, it's the same sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know, because I blocked all my adverts on Facebook. I don't get any adverts at all on YouTube or Facebook, or any of my pages. Or adverts are banned from my computer.
I don't get many.
Private, like you still get them on private people, don't you? Like Sam the painter, or Biscuit the bricklayer, or Kipper the.
If they post it up to I Love Langland, for example, then you will see it on the actual page. But I don't get adverts like on the side of the page when I'm surfing away. Like I don't get any adverts at all there. So I just blocked them all. Very easy. You guys got three ad blockers. You just don't get any adverts at all. It's brilliant.
You have to pay for them, can't you?
Saying that, when you go into some pages you want to use, they will say, "Oh, you're using an ad blocker. We run on advertising. Can you take your ad blocker off just to use this page?" And I say, "Yeah, okay." So you put it on pause, and then when you finish, just put your pause back off.
All right. Yeah, it's like every time you get to you're following a link and it says, "Oh, we use cookies, accept cookies." Well, as far as I can, I never accept cookies. I always go to the, if there's a reject all, click on it. But a lot of the time you can't get past that. So in that case, then I just come out of the whole thing,
And I tend to accept them, then delete everything once a week.
Yeah, that's what you should do. The only problem is if you're lazy, it means that every time you go into a site that you need to put a password in, whereas if you haven't deleted cookies, you automatically go in. But if you've deleted everything, you've just got to go through the rigmarole of putting passwords in and user ID and all that stuff again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, all mine is on what you call it, eye contact now thing. So
all right.
They just go straight away near enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a back and forth, email-wise, via Google for as long as I can remember. Well, a couple of years. I've been paying a £1.59 fee a month on Google Play. So I thought, I must have needed it for something. And then I go to my little account and there's no activity. I haven't bought anything. I haven't spent anything. I don't have a budget. So I thought, can somebody tell me what I'm paying for? What is this £1.59 a month for? Can somebody just explain it to me? But get to actually a real person to say, right, this, and this, or whatever. But you say you send one of these little help things or a chat thing, and come back with try these frequently asked questions. You know, how can we help you now? I want to speak to a human. Is that possible?
Yeah.
And
I
then
can tell you how to do that, Sam.
the fifth attempt, I did get an email back from a person actually taking up the issue. You know,
Sam, all you have to do is cancel a payment. They'll
oh
call
yeah, I
you
know
up
that,
just
but I thought
immediately.
I know I could cancel it, but I thought I didn't want to cancel it until I knew what it was for, because maybe
No.
I'm used.
If you cancel it, they'll phone you up and start talking about it and tell you what it's all about.
Ah, yeah, that one I know. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
but
almost
she even
immediately.
came back and she said, I can't see anything coming out of your account on that amount. What is it? You know, so I sent her some more information.
Have you got Google Photos, Sam?
Google Photos.
It's where you can store your photos.
Quite likely. So
Well,
maybe when I look closely on it,
that amount
100.
sounds like an extra 100 gig of storage space or something like that.
That's what it is then, because it says it's for 100 gigabytes.
There we are, that's it. Then it's you pay for extra 100 gigs of storage space.
All right, because I get a thing every now and then saying it's almost full. Do you want to clear something out?
You got 15 gig free. And then you just go. I was lucky there because I got mine free. I got over 100 now, but because I'm a Google representative in what's it called? Can't remember.
Oh, that's more likely what it is then.
If you log into Google, Sam, and have a dig around there, you'll probably, like, I use Google all the time to search for different stuff. But
yeah,
I think I'm automatically logged into it all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't think I certainly don't pay anything to Google. And I don't think I store anything in Google.
Do your photos from your camera?
It might be on my phone, you see. It might be the storage on my phone.
All the photos I take on my camera my phone go straight to Google.
Yeah, they duplicate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but mine's the same, but it's with iCloud. But I pay, I think it's 79 pence a month that I pay for the storage. But that's the thing, we're all subscribing to all these various things. And if you count it all up and realize how much you're actually paying out, because like they say about, I'm not on Netflix and all this stuff, but people say, oh, it's only £8. It's only £8 a month for Netflix, and it's only this much for Amazon Prime, and it's only this much for iCloud and all this stuff. It's the same thing as
you're on a £50 a month thing. By the time you add them up,
it's like you want to buy this Ring doorbell thing, right? But the doorbell itself it seems pretty good for the price of it. But when you work out that you've got to pay a minimum of something like £4 a month, £5 a month, which is the basic package, I think the bigger package is like £8 or £9 a month. And that's for storing the video that is taken by your doorbell.
Yeah.
But you mount all these things up, and as Sam says, you're probably paying flipping, I don't know, 30, 40 quid a month. And do you actually need it?
No.
Yeah.
Mostly all the things like Netflix and all that kind of stuff and Sky. You know, I don't know why people buy it, because you can get it on the web, on streaming, you know?
Yeah.
What is the point of the doorbell video thing anyway? I never quite understood it.
Somebody
you can,
to watch people ringing your doorbell.
You can speak to them. You speak to them if somebody rings your doorbell and you're in.
Down here in Mumbles, Dave. Down here, we do it differently. What we do this is very brilliant. Right. We walk to the door, open it, and say hello.
No, no.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're in Spain, you can talk to whoever's rapping at your door.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I'm burgling your house. Oh, all
Yeah.
right, hello.
Yeah.
But you don't
Oh,
tell
I'm
them you're in
just
Spain.
calling.
But you can
got-
answer that person. They don't know that you're in Spain. You could say, sorry, I can't come to the door. I'm in the bath.
Yeah.
If I'm in Spain looking at my computer or something, I don't know why I'm in Spain.
In Greece, then.
It comes up on
Yeah.
your phone, I suppose.
I
It's
think
just-
Straight away,
Yeah.
because it was an alert.
Yeah. I know our neighbours have got it. I thought about it, but then the £5 a month put me off it. But
Yeah.
The thing you've got to think about is how many times a month do people knock on your door?
not
With-
that
with-
much. But
With
it's
my
the,
Mr. Deliveries con about 4 a day.
it's the odd it's the odd dubious character that you don't want knocking your door. Which
Yeah,
is
right, yeah.
you pay it, isn't it? I suppose.
We don't get
I think
them
you
down.
just want to check on, is it upmystreet.com? It tells you what activities go on in your local area, whether it's a high risk theft area or whatever.
All right, I didn't know. I'd heard of that
But
one.
that's only when people report them, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
How do you get that, Rob? It's just a little online thing. Was it up
Yeah,
my
it's just
street.com?
tree. I think it's upmystreet.com.
Well, you type that in as a search and
Yeah.
and you type in your
It gives you a list of near schools, all
Yeah.
sorts of stuff. Probably don't.
But doesn't that?
I think you
but
get
as-
that on Facebook as well, can't you?
Probably, yeah.
But as Primo says, doesn't that depend on whether people in your street put the information on there?
Yeah.
Well, someone has to collect information. Someone has to type it in. So if people
Yeah.
don't bother telling anybody they've just been broken into, then it isn't going to go down as
Well,
this thing.
In the olden days, they used to be called the street gossip.
Yeah.
Neighborhood watch, you mean?
Yeah.
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 But to be honest, Facebook does a lot of that, doesn't it? At the moment, if you're in the right area, like if you're in Bryn Mill or whatever, somebody will say, "Oh, there's somebody going round, sort of breaking into garages."
Yeah.
And things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we get a lot of it down here in Gower. Someone says there's a dodgy van driving around. Keep an eye out. It's just left. Skirlish is on way to Rosilly or whatever.
Yeah, they always leave Skirlage, don't they?
I know.
Yeah.
We'll have to cut everywhere. Everybody has to come through Skirlish.
Sure you haven't got why haven't you retired, Rob?
Oh, I'm retiring this year now. I am retiring.
Well done.
Definitely.
I went to see Phil Rushton the other day, and
Yeah,
he
he's-
said, say hello. He's retiring in 78 days, I think he told
He
me.
said, yeah, my old man told me that he's retiring.
Yeah. So,
Hey,
What
did you
Where's
see?
he going to live?
in West Cross, by his where his Zoe used to live, or where
I
his
don't know
mum and
where.
dad used to live.
Oh, right. They kept the house going then, did they?
Yeah, in bottom of West Cross Lane.
All right.
Yeah, he bought it with him and for Zoe, I think it was, or him and Zoe bought it, and then now she's bought another house and he's bought that off her, so they're moving there. So,
Oh, good.
yeah, just behind the shop, sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
did
it.
you? Did anybody see that thing on Facebook? Initially, somebody I know, I think I might have mentioned this the last time we were on, is a guy I know. He's initially from Swansea. His mum lives in Pennard, and but he's been travelling for a long time. Used to be in Ibiza, doing the summers and the seasons. Used to do sort of fire juggling and staffs and all sorts of stuff. And it was a good job. And then it went I think to Canada and out there. And now he's in Bali, and he's quite a high ranking sort of yoga guru now. He does these meetings that are really attended by hundreds of people, and he's very much a sort of a inner karma and physical strength, peace and all that business. But the thing was, I saw a post from him, and he'd taken his son, who's about maybe 3 years old, to see Santa. So I thought, oh, they have Santa in Bali as well. But then it wasn't. It was Santa, but it was Johnny Capek. So he'd obviously come home, and he was up in Three Crosses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sort
Oh,
of.
right. Yeah.
So then I saw Johnny. I saw a picture of Johnny maybe a day later in Wine Street with a couple of guys or girls, and he still looked very Santa, you know. I'm not sure he still had the costume on, but you know, but he was obviously out for it.
He is Father Christmas.
Yeah. So I suppose the girls, you see, in Wine Street were allowed to sit on his knee.
Depends what age they are.
Oh, let me show you something, because we were talking about this the other day, and unbeknown to me, somebody else was on my plane without me knowing. So for Christmas, off Kim, I got one. Tip in forecast.
Brilliant.
Smooth, occasionally rough, becoming variable. You know.
Yeah.
So that's a T-shirt. Cracking.
Excellent.
Yeah. I often have phrases, and I think, oh, this phrase itself is another phrase which seems to be fashion speak. We would say we got a part-time job. No, the in phrase now is you have a side hustle, isn't it? A side hustle. Somebody's got a job, but they've heard another way of making a couple of bob, and it's called a side hustle. But I often think if I should have actually gone into sort of doing T-shirts, because I come up with slogans that I think, oh, it can't be just me that will actually get some humor out of that. And you see them popping up on social media sometimes. That one about isn't it weird being the same age as old people? You know.
Yeah.
You get these little humor things. You just got to put it together, because I've got a list of things I could put on the shirt. I even thought a name of the company, and the company name would be Bad Grandma. You know, like grandpa and grandma. So it'd be bad
grandma. Yeah.
Bad grammar, you know, grandma, but it would all be to do with, you know, words and the way we speak, and you know, a whole list of, like, one of my pet hates has been going on for years is how many words seem to have an S, a H inserted in front of them, like stretch, you know, any word you can think of which starts with an S and a T, but they come in with a Sean Connery sh, you know, like a Schweppes. And there's a whole list of those words, and even newsreaders now, they're getting sucked into it. And no T's at the end of words. Eternity is eternity. Eternity.
Eternity. Yeah.
And the other one I love is and I've got it written down. It's basically in big bold. I was like, and she was like, and we were like, and they were like, and we were all struggling to find an adjective. Because that's what the like is. I was thinking, I was wondering, she was thinking about, you know, but that's what the like is.
Yeah.
When modern speak now, I was like, and we were like, and they were like, and I was like, and well, what were you actually like? You mean they were very, very similar, were you?
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's the problem with Facebook, isn't it? As well, when I have it sometimes. Facebook decides to write something else rather than what you've written. So you're there could be there, or you're there could be there, or you two could be two, or it could be two or two.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're dyslexic, you've got no chance. You don't know which one is which.
Yeah.
Is anybody dyslexic? Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
What?
Yeah.
Did cool.
That would explain the English lessons, Kipper.
It would. I failed it 6 times. Until I finally got it.
I never knew that.
World record, I think.
I always thought it was strange you had a Bibber surfboard, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hey, we had a mention in Surfing Evolutions this week as well.
Yeah, so like that.
Somebody was asking about reaction surfboards, and they said, "Oh, Rob Fisher or Rob Kipper and Corn had one in the 70s or something like that." Yeah.
What was the, I saw a little copy of them. Is it the Bay magazine that Guts does a little page or two for? And he'd come up with an early board he'd made with almost like a cartoony set of graphics on it. It was like board number 3. I forget the name, but what was he making boards under in early days? Guts?
No idea.
Yeah.
Because it's like normally the people that contribute to that mag, it's a freebie with full of ads and things, but it's a couple of storylines in it, just called The Bay, and he does a monthly piece on it, talking about just waves or some in history or whatever. So this one he must have discovered an old board of his from somewhere else, But didn't PJ have one turn up the other day?
Yeah.
Down his shop.
Cool change. He shaped it down in Catherine Street in Crab Island. And he made quite a few down. He should have 10 or 12 of them, I think.
Yeah. I forget what they were called now. I'll have to grab the mag.
Cool change.
You what?
Cool change.
You know where it turned up from, Con?
Oh, I can't remember. I did get the history of it, and I'm trying to think of it now. I can't get it.
Some research, wasn't it?
We did boards called Joe Cool.
Yeah.
When I was in Overland Road.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
What were they called?
Joe Cool.